Hi you guys, and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, then welcome. It's always great to have new people. I am streaming live right now from TikTok, so if you're seeing this on YouTube, then this was pre-recorded, but I'm glad that you joined me regardless, or watch this video. All right, so I'm about to get into my personal deck. All right, I just did a message already using tarot. Did I use oracles? I don't think I used any oracles, but it was a great message. It was talking about community, having the choice to, just having the free will of who you build with in your life, business wise, financially, career, investments. Yeah, that's the main energy that it was giving. Investments within any area of your life, like being mindful of what you're building on and who you're building with. But this may be a different message, but I just wanted to throw out, if that resonates with you, then maybe you should check out my most recent video. If it's not talking about community, etc., then maybe I haven't posted it yet. But if you're seeing this and you're on YouTube, then it should be posted. All right, but it most definitely is on my TikTok if I didn't take it down yet. All right, so I wanted to pull some, when I say personal deck, these are cards that I made. I made like a lot of different decks. I'm feeling more called to pull some of these and maybe my other ones. So let's go ahead and get into it. Let me put on some frequency music. I don't know why I just heard people are trying to find people that look like you, like give off the energy that you give off. But anyways, thank you to my spiritual team for all that you do for me and the collective. Right now, I want to channel messages for the collective. All right, any messages that we need to see, hear, know about. All right, past, present, and future messages could even be significant. Welcome into the collective. All right, let's go ahead and get some messages for you guys. So these are going to be confirmations, and maybe we also will get some messages out here other than confirmations. So let's see. Ashe, ashe. These fell out. All right, Pisces, we got calibrate and we got straight. These came out in reverse. All right, I feel like you are carefully assessing and adjusting to take external factors into account, to allow comparison with data, if that resonates with you. If that doesn't, another one that I can say is you've addressed, carefully assessed and adjusted something within your life. All right, with the data, the receipts, people. All right, I'm seeing correlation or correlate, mutual relation where one thing affects the other. All right, so I feel like you've been calibrating. I feel like you've been doing that. And I feel like you've been going your way about things. I feel like a lot of people has been trying to tell you how to live, been trying to tell you how to do things. But I feel like you're going based off of your own energy. And I don't feel like you're operating from a Page of Cups energy anymore. I feel like you're operating from a King of Cups energy. February 19th through February 20th could be significant, or just February and March. All right, Pisces, Aries energy can also be significant. Or Pisces. All right, we got feminine energy on the back. Any more messages for the collective? I'm not going to be on here as long, okay? Or for others of you, you're also being encouraged to calibrate. Like if you know that you haven't been in this energy, then you're being encouraged to. I could be talking to someone a part of the LGBTQIA+. All right, we got Uranus and we have stamina. All right, I feel like a lot of things that, like this revolution or this rebelliousness or upheaval, genius energy, unpredictability or sudden energy. All right, embracing change or being encouraged to embrace change. This is gonna really give you a boost. All right, I feel like it's something about you, the Uranus benefits or planet terminology, that just gives you energy or gives you stamina. Okay, Maybe this is something that you're actively in. Maybe Pisces in a Uranus placement could be significant. I'm not sure. These messages, you always have to take it how it resonates for you. All right, use your intuition. Some of y'all probably don't really be doing that. All right, maybe you don't feel like you're as intuitive, but I promise you, you're a very wise individual, very intuitive. Something about old age can even be significant. What is the message here? What is the message? All right, we got quitter coming out, but it came out in the reverse. You're not a quitter. If anything, the obstacles, the challenges, the rebelliousness, your energy, the things that happen to you that pushes you in a certain energy, it doesn't make you quit. If anything, it makes you go harder. I feel like your challenges, the trauma, the things that you went through, it doesn't make you quit. It makes you go stronger. Okay, and you're no longer following everybody else's rules because you realize that your rules resonate with you more. All right. Yep. We got nosy coming out in the reverse. All right. I feel like you don't care about what everybody else is doing, what everybody else got going on in their life, especially because you know what real life actually feels like. You've been through the ringer. So I feel like you don't even care about what other people doing, what other people got going on. You're really worried about you. All right. I see they have an incurable disease. Now be mindful that this could be your energy or it could be another person's energy. But I feel like your spiritual team is trying to nudge at you that be mindful of certain individuals because they may not have your best interest at heart. These may be people who have incurable diseases, who some people are irresponsible. They don't tell you things or they don't check on their own health to where they know about certain things going on with them. So maybe this was something that you've already dealt with, because be mindful. The main thing that we're talking about is how your trauma, the things that you go through, the lessons that you don't see the first time, so you have to bump your head and learn them. It doesn't make you quit. It makes you go even harder. So I feel like whether you've come across an incurable disease, be mindful that all diseases are curable. You just have to get your study up, okay? Get your research on. You can't be out here allowing other people to tell you what's real and what's not, especially if you haven't sought after it yourself, all right? The world has not been the best to you, so don't trust everything people be saying in the world, whether it's the government, whether it's your own circle. So if you know you need to do some reassessing or kicking people out of your circle who don't need to be there, negative Nancy's, crabs in a bucket, karmics specifically, you know what you need to do. But regardless of the fact whether you see the lesson right here, right now, in the end, you're gonna be, I'm telling you, these challenges, they don't hinder you, they better you. They don't make you quit, they give you energy to keep pushing, okay? But be mindful that someone can have an incurable disease, and if you have an incurable disease, you're going to be curing it. All right, you just have to trust in spirituality. You have to let spirituality be that provider for you. Okay, spirituality a lot of times can deal with the unseen, and a lot of times about the knowing. So let spirituality provide for you. Put your trust in spirituality. Let spirituality lead, all right? And you just follow. Be mindful that you can also co-create, though. So you don't have to be out here just, create the life that you want. But when it comes to faith, when it comes to resilience, when it comes to whatever the case, connect with spirituality. Spirituality is an inner practice, okay? So you're mainly just bettering yourself, mind, body, soul-wise. So connect with self. Tap into the God within you, because God is all around and within you. So you're a God and a goddess. But you can't be around other people who make you feel like you're not a God and a goddess. You know what I'm saying? You got to connect with other spiritual beings. I ain't saying every spiritual being is up to par, all right? But just use your discernment. This is a time of just living life through your own lens, through your own person, bumping your own head, because that's how you're going to get the truth. If you go based off of everybody else and what everybody else is saying and what everybody else is doing, you're not in your authenticity, etc. But know that regardless, I'm telling you. All right, any more messages for the collective? Yep. task and journey. Yep. Welcome in. Thank you guys for double tapping the screen. I appreciate that. This is a collective reading. All right, make sure you share to a friend or two so we can have more people in here. I don't know if I'm gonna be on here very long. I'm telling you, we got problems and issues. So problems and issues may arise, but the thing is, it's all about the task and journey at hand. You have a mission here. Some people may not want to carry all that weight on them, so just take what resonates. I'm not here to project on you. If you feel like you're just here to enjoy your life and have fun, then that's you. For others of you who feel like you have a purpose here, you're meant to come into the best version of yourself and inspire others to do the same, or whatever the case may be, I'm telling you. And then I'm getting called to say, if you weren't able to live this life, it wouldn't have been dealt out to you, or you wouldn't be actively living it out. You got to have more faith in yourself, more faith in the unseen. You already know that there's powerful beings amongst you. You just don't know what to call it, because everybody has a name for it. You have people that calls it Jesus. You have people that calls it that's associated with Buddhism. You have Hinduism. You have voodoo, hoodoo. Like, it's just a lot of stuff that people put a name on it, but that's from their own experiences, or for some people, that's from what they were told, etc. So this is basically your own. Create your Bible, okay? Create your grimoire, create your whatever by your own experiences, by the knowledge that you obtain. So don't go based off what everybody else is saying. Go based off what you feel and what you've experienced, or what you are experiencing. But the main thing here is that you can't be stopped. Not even problems, issues, incurable diseases, old age, nosy people, the way that you grew up, or your childhood, or the trauma, or the selling out that was done on your behalf. Take it how it resonates, or whatever the case may be. All of these things didn't do anything but make you go harder in life. You may have wanted to give up before, but you're not a quitter. So it never happened. All you did was go through the things that you went through. I'm not even getting the energy that you was complaining about certain things. It's just like you just had to get through it, because you weren't the type to, probably take yourself out, or, and by all means, I don't mean to trigger anyone, but it's just that certain things that are, you have certain things that was not within you. You know how some people say, oh, ain't no hoe in me. Certain things was not within you. You know what I'm saying? You built differently. You know what I'm saying? That's the energy that I'm getting. You just built different. You built different. I don't give messages for fake. You built different. And you may come off as a person that's not as smart, but you're extremely intelligent. You need to start seeing your intelligence. I feel like you know what you're doing. I feel like your higher self knows what you're doing as well. The month September could be significant. Virgo energy could be significant. The color green, the heart chakra, could be significant. All right, it says do not reconcile. This has come out in reverse. So if you, like I said, if you need to reconcile or want to reconcile with someone, and turns out, I'm not going to say you weren't supposed to reconcile, because if you did, you did. And if there's a lesson that needs to be learned, there's going to be a lesson that's going to be learned. So don't be so, oh my gosh, am I doing this right? Am I doing this wrong? If you knew better, you would do better. And if there's a lesson that needs to be learned, there's a lesson that needs to be learned. If you feel like you want to reconcile with somebody and it turns out to be a shitty situation, then that's a lesson that you're going to obtain. All right, if you reconcile with somebody and you realize, oh, I'm listening to everybody talking about don't reconcile, but when I trusted my intuition and boom, boom, bam, I realized that I needed to learn something, or there was some unfinished business here, or, whatever the case may be. All right, any more messages? Any more messages for the collective? Period. So I feel like a lot of things push you in your divine masculine. It pushes you into a more intellectual state. It pushes you into the energy of no longer reconciling with beings who are not servicing you in your life. Like they're just leeching off you or something. They provide the bare minimum. All right. Something about pimps could be significant. Okay. that did come out. But that was the card that came out with spirituality. That's why I said, let your spiritual team, let spirituality guide you and tend to you. And, you know, not anything low vibrational. All right? Some of y'all don't want to become old, but we all gotta, you know, come up in age. That's why I'm saying give yourself enlightenment to situations. But I feel like that's naturally what's going to happen, because everything is like a spiritual thing going on. Everything most definitely is like a spiritual thing. So I feel like it's all about the journey. So try to enjoy the journey. There may be certain trials, tribulations, this, and that, because of course we come into this world, we're vulnerable, we're naive, etc. So we got to get into the energy to where we're no longer naive or gullible, or, you know what I'm saying, not in our authenticity, because we listen to everybody else who's basically raising us, feeding us information that really don't even resonate with you and really don't serve you for real. It's a bunch of misinformation, misleading going on. So like I said, although certain things happen in your life, these things, it's for the best. It's all about the experience. It's all about the journey. So make sure you're learning the lessons. All right? You're not a quitter, and these things are only making you even more stronger. Or I'm not going to say even more stronger. I'm going to say it's helping you realize your strength. Okay? You may become hindered. You may become broken, but what's broken can be fixed. You may become this. You may become that. But it's all a part of the plan. It's all a part of the plan. God not going to just throw you out in the middle of the ocean and not give you a life vest, a life jacket, you know? So I feel like you may be a person that came into the energy of experiencing fear. You may have come into the energy of greed. You may have come into the energy of lust. You may have come into the energy of just giving your love away and your heart away and your mind, body, and soul away. And this has broken you down into versions of you that needed to be broken down, so that you can rebuild, so that you can reprogram, deprogram, and come into the version of you that's the best version of you, to come into the life that you deserve. Okay? So nothing is gonna make you quit. Nothing that you go through has made you quit, or it's gonna make you quit. If anything, one more time, gotta repeat it, if anything, it's pushing you towards where you're wanting to go. I had said it earlier, but I can't even think right now. Some of you came into insecurities. Some of you guys, it's your own sister that did certain things. Some of you guys need to go on a walk. All right, the month March could be significant. Some of you guys had best friends. All right, some of you guys was dealing with co-workers and all this other stuff. But I promise you, it's all gonna make sense in the end. All right. But don't give up, because right when you about to give up, that's when God come through. Every time. You know this. You know your life. I don't feel like you guys are going to give up, but this is just a message of encouragement that you've walked hella walks of life, experienced hell of experiences, whether it was in past life, whether it was in this life, that was meant to hinder you, break you down, destroy you, but in the best ways, because the path that you were going down and the life that you were going down was filled with lies, you know, misinformation, people wanting to control you, so they want to teach you, oh yes, do this, do that. But no, you're going your own way, you're going your own route. This is how you've come into this energy of being more rebellious, because you don't stand for none of that. You know what I'm saying? You deserve nothing but the best, and everybody else deserves nothing but the best, especially if they are good people. So you're being blessed. Just know you're being blessed. You're going to be a person that's going to become rich as well. So a lot of things are already destined for you. A lot of things are already destined for you. Any more messages for the collective? Any more messages? All right. Animals could be significant. Daddy issues are significant, but it's coming out in reverse. So I feel like you guys are, a lot of things are pushing you, because you could come into a world and then you could experience all these things. Now you're a person that's insecure and bitter, and you no longer believe in love. Now you have family issues and trauma, and resentment, etc. So now I feel like all of these things are just pushing you into a more softer, more understanding, more enlightened version of yourself, a more peaceful version of yourself, because there was chaos, there was destruction. And for you to still transmute this energy and come into this man, that's God and Goddess energy right there. You're releasing pessimism. You're no longer, that's what I'm saying. It's like coming down a path in society mixed with a bunch of people who ain't shit, who don't have a mind of their own, etc. And there's you. There's people like you placed in different areas of life, raising the vibration of the world. People around you, even people who hurt you, who come into your life, people, you are a student and a teacher in your life, and a lot of times you're teaching people valuable things, and they're teaching you valuable things. 9 times out of 10, they're teaching you how to love yourself, and you're teaching them how to love themselves. Okay, you're teaching them how this can be possible, how that can be possible. Hi, Dee Dee. But yeah, little did you know, this journey, it's helping you release negativity. It's helping you release daddy issues. It's helping you release things that don't serve you. Because you didn't come into the world with daddy issues. You didn't come into the world with insecurities. You didn't come into the world not knowing, well, you came into the world not knowing what love is, etc. Because the people around you didn't know. You had people raising you who didn't know. You had society going around just as damaged, because their parent or guardian didn't know any better either. So we're not putting the blame on anybody. They just didn't know. But a lot of times ignorance is bliss, okay? And a lot of times you can't just you can't validate certain things. I feel like the proximity world tries to make you validate certain things and be okay with certain things, but you got to come back into that spiritual aspect of yourself and know, nah, this ain't it. All right, Archangel Gabriel, you could work with Archangel Gabriel, or Archangel Gabriel works with you. All right, you've been dealing with marriages, whether this was marriage of family or whatever sort. You've been dealing with your own marriages, whether it was romantic wise. I'm telling you, it's about the journey itself. Okay, and I feel like if you're gonna be one to break generational curses, this is why you have the toughest battles ever. Okay, because you're the one that's actually choosing to do the work. You're the one that's actually wanting change, etc. Making the world a better place. Aries energy could be significant. Abortions could be significant. That's what I'm saying. Don't be so adamant on, am I doing this right? Am I doing this wrong? Because it's really about the experience and the involvement. Okay? But know that these things are not here to make you quit. They're here to make you push even harder, because you're not a quitter. So regardless, whatever happens in your life, even you could feel like you want to quit, you could feel like you want to, but it will never happen. So therefore, you're only going to keep pushing forward. Okay? You're only going to keep pushing forward. Therefore, you're going to obtain wisdom. Therefore, you're going to release negativity, etc. Because that's not how you're going to come into inner peace. You know what I'm saying? So be mindful. Don't take life so seriously to where it stresses you out and puts you down. And you also got to be mindful of the company you keep. Because a lot of times you could be in that energy because of the people that you keeping around. Look, a damn fool. You not a fool, honey. I told you, intelligence came out here, but sometimes you probably don't be doing things, you probably don't be acting too smart, or maybe you don't come off smart. Maybe that's on purpose. Maybe it's on accident. I feel like a lot of times it's also for protection. You know how you can come into relationships with people and you feel like a certain person hasn't really seen your full personality and you don't know why. But in reality, God is hiding your intelligence. God is hiding or protecting your, this and that, because people like to prey on that. People like to project and do a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? When you're such this good person, anything can happen. anything happen. Now all of a sudden you destiny swapping with people because you ain't trusting your intuition, and because you letting other people dictate your life and tell you and teach you about your own life, when that's up to you to discover on your own and figure out. It's up to you to discover what's the rules in your life, not people coming into your life telling you, yeah, this is the rules. It's up to you to figure out what you want to trust in and believe in, not other people telling you, yeah, this is what you need to believe in. That's limiting, that's restricting, that's doing a lot of, maybe, and half the time, maybe certain things won't even resonate with you. All right? Some things could have been a surprise in your life, but at the same time, it wasn't surprising at all. We got, I don't want to lose you. I feel like this is a message from your highest self or your soul. Like deep down inside, you don't want to lose you. But getting into this human plane, sometimes you can get deterred, you know, onto a different path. That's why you're being encouraged to stick beside spirituality, because it's not restricting, it's not limiting. You may have spiritual people who tell you certain things that could be limiting and restrictive. That's why you have to just take what resonates for you, you know. But you wouldn't have known that if you wouldn't have bumped your head, if you wouldn't have been misled and then found out the truth, if you wouldn't have went through certain things in your life. So it's not happening to you, but for you. All right? If you feel like something is too late, it's not too late. Get out of this energy, I'm telling you. But that's the thing. You're going to come into the energy of feeling like something was too late, and then God is going to show you exactly how the impossible is possible, and that's going to help you change your mind frame around. But you got to stick to God. You got to stick by God. It's a lot of things that's trying to swindle you elsewhere, but you're not going to come into, you know what I'm saying, what you need to come into, being in that energy. So you can't let people remove you from your path. The lovers, the family, the toxic, you can't let that happen. A part of your human self that still possibly needs to heal, etc. So give that love to yourself, because 9 times out of 10 it's a love thing. It's wanting to be loved, wanting to do this, wanting to finally have that lover, that friendship, that family. But you're gonna need to have that with yourself, because be mindful that majority of this world is filled with toxicity. And majority of those people are closest to you and blood related. Okay, if that don't apply to you, you a lucky person. Okay, maybe you're breaking generational curses in some other aspect, or maybe you've already broken it and you're here for a different reason. Okay, so I feel like a lot of you guys could be here for a different reason. Some people think, oh yeah, I'm here to bring this and to bring that. No, you're really here for self. And then once you get self together, that's when it's similar to the thing, like if a plane is crashing, don't try to help the other person. Help yourself first and then help them. That's really what that energy is. You got somebody else in control of the plane, in control of your life, but you got to be mindful. Don't I have power too? Aren't I the co-creator? You know, so don't be giving people power over you. That's like giving somebody the power to feed you. They gonna have the power to starve you as well. That's like giving people the power to provide for you, to take care of you. That's gonna give them the power to, I'm telling you. So be this for yourself, do this for yourself, and don't be so fixated on, am I doing something right? Am I doing something wrong? Because like I said, if you knew better, you would do better. And a lot of times this is just helping you come into versions of yourself that you need to come into. You did that for a reason. You think that way for a reason. You feel that way for a reason. I'm telling you, half the time you come into different mindsets throughout your life, different versions of yourself throughout your life, because of bumping your head and because of learning lessons and because of this and because of that. All right, we got 122. Angel number 122 could be significant. The month November can also be significant. All right, 122 ties to spiritual growth, personal growth, manifestation, guidance, progression, and positive change. So I feel like that's literally what's going on. Okay, we got meditate, communicate with guides. All right. We got can help with spiritual growth. Archangel Uriel, which is the angel of wisdom, prophecy, enlightenment. All right. This archangel is with you to guide you and support you. All right. You're on the right path. Keep an eye out for your angels. They're always sending you messages. They're always talking to you. They're always trying to get you to see things. There's signs everywhere. It's just up to you. Okay. But it's never too late. Nothing is never too late. You're on the right path. Keep doing you, because I promise you, in the end, you're going to realize why it is that your life was how it was, why it is that you made certain choices, and why it is that you will never make those things again. We got ownership. Be that authority for yourself. Be the mother and the father that you never had to yourself. Your inner child needs that. Don't let other people have this ownership over you because of your own ignorance. That's what I'm saying. God being in your life is going to be the best thing to ever happen, right? All right. Beautiful, beautiful message. You guys are inventive or innovative. You're wise. You're loving. You're a gift from God. You don't deserve to be stressed out, going through things. So you won't be, as long as you don't decide to put yourself in that energy. All right, can I get more confirmations for the collective spiritual team? Can I get more confirmations for the collective? I'm seeing something about a cord cutting here. False lies and rumors. Something about meetups or linking up. I'm seeing something about insensitive energy. All right, any more messages from the collective, for the collective? Any more messages? All right, I'm seeing in the next day or so. It's given either between 1 to 5 days. All right, confirm in the next day or so. You are easy to talk to. All right, so maybe you're going to be seeing signs, or maybe you're going to be receiving communication from someone, or it's just significant. Okay, any more messages for the collective? All right, I'm seeing man child or woman child. If you do not know what this is, it's basically an adult that acts like a child. All right, so I'm seeing confirmation, something about man child, woman child. Any more messages? We got failure here. All right, any more messages? Maybe that can also go hand in hand with the man child, woman child energy. Like somebody could have failed you in your life, but you don't have to look at it like, give yourself the enlightenment and the validation that your inner child needs and that you deserve. You can call other people failures. This is your life. You can do what you want. I know a lot of people say, oh, don't put the blame on people, or don't do this, or don't do that. You're not learning the lesson when you do that. Okay, we can apply that, but when it comes to taking accountability, that's different. So now we're going to say, yes, this person did fail me as a parent, as a friend, as a lover, etc. However, they did not know any better. Okay, this person only met me as far as they've met themselves. They only love me as far as they love themselves. And half these people did not know what loving themselves was. Hell, you didn't even know what that was at one point in time. That's why you was overgiving and overloving and overtrusting people who clearly did not deserve that from you. All right, I'm seeing something about a surprise visit. Okay, so expect a surprise visit. All right, any more messages for the collective? It says, I can't be alone. I can't be alone. Hashtag move your feet, lose your seat. So this could be your energy or another person. Maybe you dealing with people who can't be alone. So whenever you leave their energy, it's like they rebounding. All right, or maybe you can't be alone. And every time somebody leave your energy, you rebounding, you getting somebody else in your energy. Or this could be lessons that you're learning or experiences that you may have had that's only going to teach you to not be in this energy anymore. That's, it says we need to talk, but not through text or phone. So a lot of these are connected with one another. So I feel like somebody wants to talk to you so much. They feel like you get them. They get you. Apply it how it fits, vice versa. But this could be somebody that's like a man child or a woman child that failed in your life in some type of way. Maybe this could even been somebody who spread lies and rumors. All right. Well, and we got I love what you do for me. So you could be dealing with people who don't love you. They just love what you do for them. Maybe you give them money. Maybe you give them reassurance. Maybe you give them love. Okay, love from a god and a goddess is okay. Okay, but I feel like you choosing you. I feel like people are trying to choose you now when you're choosing you. That's not how this works. All right. Yeah, they trying to stick together like glue, but where was all of that energy? All right, country music could be significant. Where was all of that energy though? All right. It says, I am not coming back. It is dark without you. I am not coming back. So I feel like you made certain people eat their words up. Some people thought that they could move on from you, leave your life, you leave theirs, and they'll be good. But these people, they're basically eating those words up, and they're realizing, oh, baby, life is not life with you. Like, life is not the same without you. Like, life was more calm and loving and boom boom man, because they realized the only reason why their life was like that was because you were in their life. Okay. Yeah, necessities is here. It's like these people, you've provided so much in these people's lives unwillingly, unnoticeably, and the whole time they were feeding off of that. It was giving them joy, it was bringing them fulfillment, etc., to the point to where you became a necessity. What the any more confirmations? All right, this could be somebody with mental or behavioral issues. All right, like anger issues, ADHD, bipolarism, depression or anxiety disorder, etc. All right, any more messages for the collective? Yeah, disconnected services. Maybe you disconnected your services. Maybe you no longer meeting up with these people. Maybe you no longer linking up. Maybe you no longer giving people conversation, energy, time, resources. All right. You literally pulled your energy back. You like, nope. Only person that deserves this energy is me. I've been given this and given that, and it hasn't been in return. Period. Some of you guys could have even stopped believing in spirituality. Like, some of these people could have really brought you through the ringer. Or maybe you was dealing with people who didn't share the same values or beliefs as you. Like, some of these people did not believe in spirituality, and they still don't. All right. Pregnancy or fertility could be significant. And I'm also seeing that a new person is coming in. So maybe pregnancy and fertility with a new person is going to happen for you, not with an old person. Okay. Or maybe for others of you guys, it could just be confirming what we've already talked about. Like, for some of you guys, this could have been somebody who you got pregnant by, or, you know, whatever the case may be. And if you're a guy, then just apply how it fits. All right. We got, thank you for leaving me. Some of you guys are so thankful for people to not fight for you to be in your life. Like, if you walked off, they probably let you. If you cut off communication, they probably didn't put an effort to keep up the communication. Or maybe this is how other people are feeling, whether it's unconsciously, subconsciously, consciously. Some people are thanking you that you left them. Or, okay, confirmation, crazy ex. Okay, so some of you guys, your spiritual team, your highest self is thanking you for leaving your crazy ex. All right. This person, whether they were crazy about you or they overall crazy energy, you don't need to be around anybody that's crazy. Okay. They have no common sense. They capable of doing pretty much anything. All right. Yeah, rejection, especially if you reject their ass. So I feel like the way that things has ended, you finally get to run away and move forward. And be mindful of not to resupply people's high for your energy, etc., because it's going to get them back addicted. It's going to get them back in that energy. It's going to be harder to remove them from your life, right? Unless you go off grid or something. So be mindful of who you giving this goddess energy to, because some people, okay, confirm taken. For some of you guys, it's not the best decision and choice to go around giving your energy and love to people. I understand you could be a person and want to receive love, etc., but not everybody is ready for you. So you may want to say, it's given save the best for last, or not even save the best for last. It's given it's worth the wait. You know what I'm saying? So get into abstinence, celibacy, whatever it is, prayer, detachment. Do all these things that's good for your mind, body, and soul, because you don't want to attach yourself to people who are crazy or who's not good for you as well. Because then next thing you know, you may find yourself trauma bonding. Energy is very contagious. So maybe you will be picking up on other people's energy and mirroring that back to them and being in that energy. We don't got time for that. We need to just be around people who reflect you've already seen the lowest aspects, the lowest versions. Now it's time for you to take heed, to heal, to release, to do these things, okay? You just seen it. Okay, so this collective most definitely been significant for you. Welcome in, honey. All right. So yeah, I feel like a lot of things that you've been through could have had you become famous, okay? Like maybe you've become known because of the people that you kept around, talked to, invested in, etc. Or maybe or you're being encouraged to become famous, like excuse me, or maybe this is an interest that you have. Hi, honey. But regardless, like I said, I feel like for some of you guys, it's also not the best time to be in a relationship right now, or it's not the best decision to be in a relationship with your ex or with whoever this is. All right. Maybe this is not time for a relationship. This is not time for a reconciliation. This is time for you to just better yourself and cut off all connections with people. All right. No more handouts. You've been given handouts. You've been given play-by-play books. You've been given your time, energy, and resources. You don't need to keep doing it, okay? Live life with no regrets, okay? Live life with no limits. Live life with no regrets. Thank you for the follow, babe. Okay. It says this could be somebody that has moles or beauty marks as well, if you're trying to figure out who is she talking about, because this could be one person, 2 people, 3 people, 10 people. You never know. It could be romantically connected, platonically, paternally. So one way that can help is just one appearance card that came out. So it could be somebody with moles or beauty marks, all right, especially on the face, but it can be in other places. All right, so yeah, this is time to remove your ex from your life and not have no regrets about it. This is time to free yourself from your ex so that you can come into connections with people who are actually going to build you up and, you know, bring something to the damn table. You dealing with people who weren't even bringing shit to the table. Nuh-uh. God said, oh no, I can't be having my God and goddess around here giving their love, giving their energy, giving their time and resources to people who literally don't deserve it. My goddess and God is not realizing the lesson because they're so conflicted. They're like, well, do I love this person because I know this will be of God energy, or do I do this? You got to remember that God energy is also taking your energy back from people, not just giving it out. Okay. It says, I hurt you because you'll stay. Thank you so much. So it says, yeah, I hurt you because you'll stay. You was dealing with a lot of people who was very manipulative, narcissistic, okay, gaslighters, liars, etc. You was over here staying with people because of the potential or the faith. Thank you so much for the gifts. Thank you. So you was out here in people energy, hurting yourself, being in these people's energy. And the whole time these people kept doing, they weren't changing at all. And you probably like, why aren't you changing? Thank you so much, honey, for the gifts. And that's simply because they like, well, why do I have to change if you gonna keep on loving me like this? Like, you mean that I don't have to change? Or I'm gonna make you think I'm gonna change and you still gonna be out here loving me like I'm just doing hella things for you? Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy your lifetime, babe. All right. And Trigger warning, you guys. Trigger warning. All right. Your love is suicidal. Okay, I don't want to say the word by itself, so that could be very. So you was dealing with people who could have been in this mindset, who could have been very negative individuals. So God had to snatch you up out of these unions. So know when you've won. You've won, okay? Remove these people, leave these people alone for good, all right? It says it's hard to stay mad at you. Let's link. Maybe this could be your energy. Maybe this could be somebody else's energy. I feel like it's you, though, because, of course, why would these people be mad at you? Unless you did something. But half of these people were the ones that was doing something to you. So I feel like it's your energy. Like, a lot of times you guys have this huge heart, or maybe you don't have boundaries. Maybe you can go through things with a certain person and you can let them back in your life because you didn't learn that that's not a form of self-love. You didn't learn that boom, boom, bam. So now that you're going through these experiences on your own, you're obtaining this knowledge. So therefore you can pass it down to generations and to strangers, and that's how we're going to come into a better world. So first worry about you, do what you need to do, and then bless other people with the knowledge and the wisdom that was obtained. But for right now, this is your life. This is about you. Ain't no more free handouts. Ain't no more negative Nancy's. Ain't no more crazy exes. Because you choosing to leave these people where they stand. All right? Look, new person or relation. You coming into relationships with new people. You're not dealing with, I'm telling you. Look, love without expectations. It says make peace, release control. All right, so we ain't saying love without expectations to these people who you've already loved and who've already wronged you. We talking about new people who never gave you a reason to doubt yourself, who gave you insecurities, who gave you a reason to not trust them. We not talking about them. You know what to do with them type of people. You release them, you leave it in God's hands. God gonna deal with them. If you want to take justice in your own hands, I would say cutting them off could be taking justice in your own hands. Maybe some of you guys have some justice that you need to get. You want to make a few phone calls, a few police reports. That's on you. Do what you do. Once again, stop feeling like you're wrong in a situation or blah, blah, blah. Because if there's something that needs to be experienced, it will be experienced. If you knew better, you would do better. All right? Your family or friends ruined it. So that's what I'm saying. Y'all had family and friends who really just, who ruined shit for you. But you got some type of communication or messages or something coming in. This says exonerated. Basically freedom from blame or fault from wrongdoing. And it also can be justice or injustice as well. So you're being exonerated from something. All right. Or maybe you were a person who dealt with the perpetrator or the abuser being looked at as the victim. But just be mindful you're about to get justice for that. Confirm exonerated, please. Yeah. It says this person saw traumatic things. So either this was somebody else who really had a bad rep in life, and you know, but that don't mean that's your business. Just because somebody had a bad rep in life and they don't mean to be this horrible person, that still has nothing to do with you. Because you went through a lot of things yourself and you didn't become a horrible person. So, like I said, either you or another person experienced very traumatic things. So one is being exonerated. And like I said, somebody could be exonerated in an unjustified way as well. Like somebody could be becoming freed from something that they actually should not be freed from, because they're actually the perpetrator and the abuser who needs to go through karma. Okay, and the only way that this could be happening is probably in the 3D plane. So maybe you was out here dealing with karmics and people who were supposed to be reaping karma, but instead they reaping benefits, being in your energy, period. So like I said, all these things that you went through, it ain't doing nothing but bettering you, but helping you come into wisdom. All right, instead of all that fake mess that people be passing around, all these fake messages, All right. It says someone tried or did poison or abuse your pet. And then we got poverty. Karma on the back. I'm telling you, regardless of what people did to you in your face or behind your back, karma is coming. Okay? And then we got sorry, not sorry. Okay, karma coming in like sorry, not sorry. And on top of that, replacement. So these people not even gonna be in your life no more. They're getting replaced with something better. Period. The family, the friends, the toxic exes, the strangers, the parents, whomever, whatever. Yeah. And these people try to pop up on you and do all these things to keep you in their energy. And maybe some of you, they tried to tell you certain things like, oh, I'm different now, I've changed, or they tried to come off like they did. And I'm telling you, God is nipping that in the bud. Because they're trying to confuse you at this point. But the thing is, if they confuse you, they confuse you. But eventually, you should be able to see straight through the illusion because, I mean, they can't keep on the false mask forever. You know what I'm saying? Like, they can't keep on that mask for long. So instead of investing with people who already did you wrong, invest with people who haven't done you wrong and get to know people on a soul's level. Don't just see somebody for day one and then start investing in them because they're a new person and you feel this and you feel that. No, do it differently this time. Instead, get to know them for a good year because within that year, maybe you're going to cut them off the first day. Maybe you don't even have to get to a year. But I'm telling you, even psychology agrees that you should at least wait a good year before really like forming a romantic relationship or like all these things. And aside from romanticism, if this is more of a platonic base, still get to know that person because you've had friends that betrayed you before, parents, etc., co-workers. It ain't just the lovers. Okay, so like I said, take your time. This is why it's best to be in your own energy and love you because in reality, you won't really care about friends and family, especially if you've been through the ringer with these type of individuals. You won't really care. You'll be so adamant and focused on bettering yourself in your life because you know that that will attract better for your life. Art and Soul, thank you for double tapping. So yeah, that's pretty much what I'm seeing. Let me see. Let's get some messages of tarot out here. Any more messages? Any more confirmations? So yeah, I feel like what you're doing is like all a part of the plan. Like you could be somebody that people listen to. Maybe you need to go out and listen to, like this could be you listening to a teacher, a spiritual teacher or something like that as well. Or you could be a spiritual teacher of your own where people will actually sit there and listen to you. Okay. But I feel like this is also talking about contracts, commitments, just different things like that. So I feel like a lot of the things, once again, bringing me back to the main topic of discussion, the things that you go through, it's not happening to you, but for you. And these things are not going to make you quit. They're only going to make you go harder. And they're going to, and since you're not a quitter, this is going to push you into mastery. This is going to push you into achievement. This is going to push you into evolution. Okay? Because you decided to do the work. You're not out here playing with your life and playing with other people on the planet. You're not out here putting negativity into the world. But since this was done to you, only thing you gonna do is transmute it. You know what I'm saying? Just like how a how a person not gonna quit. So if they're not gonna quit, then the only other, thing that could happen is them just getting through tough shit. You know what I'm saying? So since you're a person that's not gonna dish certain things back out into the collective, and I'm not even gonna say initiate things into the collective, etc. You only gonna bounce back from situations, heal, do all these things. I'm telling you. So nothing but good things are gonna come to you. God, I feel like God is wanting to say that you've been so patient, you've been so honorable, you've been in this energy of just so noble. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna attract people like this as well. All right, confirmations, messages for the collective. Yep. So I feel like you had to sit down, you had to pause, you had to surrender. All right, but the thing is, your justice is coming in, especially within earthly matters. Like a lot of your justice is gonna show in the form of the material world, whether that's in the form of finances, whether it's in the form of whatever it may be, just anything in that's tangible within like this physical plane. All right, you're gonna be receiving justice from some fire signs, justice from a financial situation, whatever the case may be. All right, this is a time of surrendering. This is a time of pause. This is a time of coming into a new perspective if you haven't already. All right, a lot of things that you've been through could have even been in the public eye. So in return, God is like, well, guess what? We're giving you public recognition. So if you were embarrassed in public, betrayed in public, your reward or your justice is also going to be in public. You know, that's basically what I'm getting. You still operating in this Nine of Wands energy because, I mean, you just got out of the war. You just finished the battle. But now it's time to let your guard down, let those wands down, and actually envision life from a new lens. Okay? Start anticipating a better future for yourself. Don't anticipate things from a broken soul, a broken heart, a broken vision. See things differently. It's a lot of wand energy out here. It's a lot of action energy. Maybe even sex could be significant. But I'm seeing public recognition. I'm seeing resilience. I'm seeing anticipation. I'm seeing you needing to pause, or you're in this energy already of just taking a pause and coming into a new perspective. All right. Justice will prevail. Justice is being served. You're bringing the justice, or your spiritual team is bringing the justice. New money is coming in. All right. Confirm the Hangman. Yeah. Sit in this, surrender. Surrender, pause, come into this new perspective so that you can charge towards the direction that you're wanting to go in. You're overcoming a lot. Your enemies try to take you out, and guess what? You're rising above them. Confirm justice. You're from the loss that you've endured, the pain that you've come across. Justice is being served. You're gonna come into a better energy. Truth is coming. Confirm the public recognition energy, the Six of Wands. Yeah, you're gonna be in the limelight because you're an entertainer. You're someone that's a speaker. You're someone that people, I'm telling you, and this may be something that you're just starting off with. This may be something that you're trying anew. Maybe you never were the person to be in the public eye. Maybe you never were the person to do this and do that. Maybe you have little to none experience when it comes to this is also a card of enthusiasm. So yeah, I feel like you are going to be gifted and rewarded, and this is going to be things that are new to you, but it's going to be something that feels good. Like, for instance, if you've never been famous before and you've become famous, or you were famous but not to the point to where it was global, worldwide, or whatever the case may be, God is going to reward you with bliss, with prosperity, with public recognition, with fame, etc. And not infamous energy, but just famous energy. Known for the right things. Known in a good way. Confirm the Nine of Wands. Yep, get out of your head. That's why you still in this energy of battle weary and, oh my gosh, I still got my guard up because something may happen again. You got to get out of your head. Because, of course, we create our life based on what we believe in, etc. So make sure your thoughts are not manifesting in your life if they're negative. Because if they're negative, they're instantly going to manifest in your life. Because that's when I really understood what they meant by your negative thoughts can manifest in your life. Meaning, if you're thinking that something is going to go badly, then that may be what happens. And this can be broken down in different aspects as well. But we're going to keep it right there. Confirm the Three of Wands. Look at things from a different lens. Once again, look at it from a different lens. Confirm the Three of Wands. Know that you also have power. Power to change your life. Power to remove people from your life. Power to put people in your life. Power to come into a new version of yourself and of life. Don't forget that your free will also dictates a lot of things. So when you manifest, when you anticipate, when you do these different things, choose yourself and choose people that chooses you. Choose healthy relationships over history and family and exes. Choose successful business partnerships with people who actually are good for you, mind, body, and soul-wise, not just financially. Because a lot of times we feel like certain things are blessings, when in reality it's a lesson waiting to knock us across the head. All right, so your major arcanas are the Hangman, Justice, and the Hierophant. Okay, and the Chariot. Everything that you went through in your life was probably made to tarnish you, destroy you, do this and do that. Of course, God didn't want that. But going based off the 3D plane, like people, that's how it was made to happen. You got into these deep, disparate energies. You got into a point in time to where you were living in your own head rent-free. You know what I'm saying? Finances were very significant in your life. Romantic connections were very significant. You went through a lot, you know, but you got through it, though. That's the best thing about it. You went through a lot, but you got through it. So now it's time to create your new life from a new lens. You're successful. It's time to get into that opportunity that you've been. Hi, Ann. I haven't seen you in a while. It's time to get into this this thing that you've never. It's time to discover new things. It's time to do new things. All right. Whatever it is that you feel like you're not as experienced in, or you're kind of not starting on right now, or maybe this is something that it all depends on who you are. Because if I do something for me, I can speak it in a different way than it may be for a person who's actually not doing it or doing it. Or so if you're in this energy, this is a card of enthusiasm. This is the page. Usually page can tie to the messenger of something. So this could be message of action, message of energy. Remember, I told y'all earlier, you could be expecting a surprise visit and people coming in trying to communicate things to you or message you and stuff like that. But this can also be some type of venture, some type of opportunity, some type of work. Most definitely, I'm picking up on work. And it could be something that pertains to the public eye, being famous or something like that. It could be something pertaining to being an entertainer, a speaker, especially like motivational or something like that. Inspirational But maybe this is something that you haven't really done yet, or it's something that you kind of have like little to none experience in. And it don't necessarily have to be skill level wise. It can be just action wise. Like, oh, I haven't started it yet. Like, you know, because I could have the life is restricted. Your life is not literal. Restriction be removed. Okay, they restricted my life. I have 2 restrictions on my life. So, yeah. But that's what I'm saying. The Hangman, it talks about pause, surrender, new perspective. Justice talks about balance, karma, dharma, cause and effect. All right, the Hierophant can talk about contracts, traditions, conventional energies, speakers, leaders, teachers. The Chariot can talk about overcoming obstacles, rising against your enemies. So I feel like that's literally Like, that's what I'm saying. Once again, to conclude the message, like, everything that you've been through, it's not happening to you, before you. And a lot of times it's just based on the things that you need to learn, the things that you need to teach, the things that you need to just experience. So when it comes to your life, stop fixating, like, get out of your head when it comes to things. Just live your life, okay? You've been through a lot of things in your life to the point to where you're coming into this new beginning. Because don't forget, I think the Fool came out for y'all, unless I'm thinking about the video that I recently made. So either you're encouraged to sit, pause, and come into a new perspective, or this is going to be happening for you soon. Karma is coming. If you were a person that did not react out of integrity, which I'm pretty sure that does not apply to you, then you will be the one getting karma. But like I said, I feel like those are the ones who've done you wrong, because you were just a person who probably reacted from hurt, etc. That don't necessarily mean that you reacted from ill intentions. So like I said, anybody who had ill intentions, who was not right with, karma is here, and karma knocking everybody the hell out, except for you, because you paid off karmic debt. The only karma that you have is the karma that you continue to give yourself. For instance, if you go back to your ex, you gain karma, because obviously you know ain't nothing there for you except for a person that's clearly not changing. That's what I mean by you're going to give yourself karma. But the thing is, lessons are blessings in disguises, because that's how you've come into the energy that you're in now, from bumping your head, from learning lessons. Now you can talk about certain things because now you're eligible. Now because you have that right, because now you have that status. Before, you probably needed to learn, bump your head, but you passed that already. The student has become the teacher. And the thing is, you've hit victory. Your life may have been chaotic, this and that, up and down, but now it's coming into something better. It all depends on where you are in your life and the lessons that you've learned or did not learn. But we're all in the same collective, so I feel like all of us will take heed to, like, the message in, like, that particular way. But you just have to get out of your head. All right, there's some type of work coming in that you probably never done before, but that you are qualified for. And you may want to stop alienating yourself or feeling like you're not capable, because that ain't gonna do nothing but hold you back. All right, so like I said, anticipate, plan, dibble and dabble into different things. Money coming in, whether you want it or not, honey. All right, I understand you went through a lot of things. You may be going through it right now. All right, your body may be tired. You may be drained of energy from all the things that you went through. But I'm telling you, you got some gifts and some rewards coming in from God itself, because you've been resilient, because you've been a good person. Now you got people that's going to come in that's going to actually love you. They're going to choose to love you. You know, we choose who we want in our life. This person is going to choose you, and you're going to choose them. You're going to be two people who loves themselves, who's choosing the other person, and who's going to appropriately, healthy, in a healthy way, be able to love one another. And this could be in the form of, this is most definitely within love and relationship, though, because it's cup energy. But it also can be business-wise, whatever else. Okay, I feel like you are a person who've experienced dark times in your life. You could still be in this energy of dwelling, crying over the things that happened to you already, still hurt by the things that happened to you, not really noticing what's behind you. So I feel like you're needing to practice mindfulness. You're needing to practice gratitude to help you, get out of this energy and be more grateful of what's still standing. Because this happening, whether you experienced a death in the family, whether you've experienced having to cut somebody off that you loved, or whatever the case may be, betrayal, despair, sorrow, you got to remember, you're in the present now. These things has already happened, but you're still bringing them into your future, into your present. That's why things outside of you could be going really good, but on the inside, you don't see things, you don't feel things in a certain way because of the things that you've experienced. But you got to let that go so you can come into doing what's best for you, so you can make that money you want to make, so you can experience the life that you want to live without worrying about finances and people who've already betrayed you. You got to release anybody who betrayed you, anybody who let you down. I don't care who it is. You want me to say it again? Paternal, that's parents or family, sister, cousin, brother. I don't know. I don't care. Auntie. Okay, lovers, release those exes. Release the situationships. They no longer serve you. Okay? If you still got some lessons that you need to learn, you may reconcile. You may invest. You may do this. You may still operate from lack and from fear and from this, and that. But I'm telling you right here, right now, is no point in doing that. That you're only dwelling and bringing. If you're not in the best energy right now, that's because you still haven't healed from certain things. So don't keep doing that to yourself. Like, imagine if you would have done certain work, like where you would be right now. So instead, make a promise to yourself. Like, give yourself enlightenment for the things that you went through. Like how I was saying, the main message or topic of today was basically, it's not happening to you, before you. And in the end, you're gonna understand that this was all about the journey, and it was just about the life that you were meant to live. Now, we don't have to go through everything that we've been through, and we don't have to go through a lot of things that we haven't yet experienced yet, but we have free will. So it's all about the lessons, all right? But remember, life is an experience. Don't experience it in this energy for long, though. I understand those things that you went through, it was not for the weak. It was very detrimental to you. But we can't keep letting this, because now look at you. Now you're walking around gloomy, not really feeling your best, etc. That's not you. That's never been you. It's time to rise up. It's time to get back on your high horse, which I feel like some of you guys are possibly coming into, but your emotions may still be in a little damper, you know? When it comes to action, energy, and work, you may just be anticipating some things right now. You may still be in this drained energy. You may be trying to venture out on new projects, or you're going to soon be venturing out. I feel like this is the time to anticipate certain things that you want to do so that you can have a plan, so that you can actually put action towards these things. Okay, when it comes to love, I'm seeing that there's going to be somebody that's going to come into your life who's going to love you and treat you right. When it comes to mental or communication, I feel like you're very much in your head, restricting yourself. Like, it's like, are you even operating in the physical plane, or are you living in your head? You know, you got to get out of your head, and you got to get into your emotions so you can heal that. You got to come out into the world and soar, because in reality, you're winning. You've always been winning. But I understand you that strong friend that everybody be talking about. But the strong friend be needing a hug too, a shoulder to cry on too. And who gonna give you that? At this moment, it has to be you. And when you give this to yourself and you save yourself, you're gonna have somebody that's gonna come in who's also who's done the work, who's saved themselves, who's da-da-da. Match made in heaven. Some of y'all are even gonna come into relationships with the same sex. Okay. But yeah, you could be in this standing your ground energy, setting your boundaries. I love that for you. But let's heal emotionally, and let's get out of our head. Let's keep on soaring and appreciating the blessings and the lessons and everything like that. Confirm the Two of Cups. Yeah, like I said, you're going to connect with people who you can collaborate with. You're going to connect. I'm telling you. Confirm the Two of Cups. This is collaboration. Yeah, new beginning. But I feel like this is going to, I'm telling you, you're going to come into a new version of yourself that's going to feel rejuvenated. That's going to feel like that bitch again. Okay? Because deep down inside, that's already within, but certain things are getting into balance, all right? Certain things are being called judgment. You're processing everything. You're realizing everything. You know, death and rebirths are happening, releasing, karma, changes, cycles. judgment being called, awakenings, death and rebirths. So it's a lot going on. But I feel like this is only pushing you into like this divine masculine energy or this stable energy. So of course you went through the ringer, but when you come out of that, you're gonna realize something powerful. You're gonna realize something powerful. So that's pretty much what I'm seeing is not happening to you, before you, and that only you are the reason why you're feeling like how you're feeling or seeing things the way that you're seeing it is because of you. So if you want a more positive life, a more positive energy, then you have to do the work to get yourself in that energy. You have to release certain emotions and mentalities, etc., that no longer serves you. You have to release certain, you know what I'm saying? So you can come into like release the daddy issues, release the mother wounds, release the relationships that you have with lovers and what you seen your parents as, like how they were in a relationship. Or it's deeper. It's deeper than a lot of things. Okay, so focus on those shadows that you have within. Focus on the part of you that still says yes to temptation, to lust, to toxicity, to the addictions like codependency or this and that, unhealthy attachments, if you will. That's what we need to be working on. We need to be, instead of dwelling on what didn't work out and what you wanted to happen and it didn't happen, instead of doing all that, realize that a lot of things was to help you come into a best version of yourself. But how can you come into the better version of yourself if you still have dark energy, unhealthy energy attached to you? Okay, so you got to take accountability. Certain people had to bring your darkness to light. Because maybe some of you guys didn't know that you still were capable of settling for less. Maybe some of you guys didn't know that the world had snakes and devils and, reapers. Maybe you weren't aware. Now you're aware. So that's the thing. It's about now you're aware, but don't sit in apathy because you're winning. Because you've overcome all those things. Okay? So let go of the grief. Let go of it. It's not doing anything for you, but keeping you in this not so good energy, if you want to be honest. Okay? But yeah, that's pretty much what I'm seeing, you guys. I may get back on and do like some type of love reading or something like that. But yeah, that's all the messages that I have for you guys. If you're wanting to get on the list, make sure you give me a message in my DM or you can comment right here. The reason why I said to give me a message in my DM is because I'm about to end the live. All right, my live is restricted. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in, for watching, and for my people who's going to be seeing this pre-recordedly. I hope you and you guys enjoy the rest of your lifetime. If you have any concerns, questions, make sure you message me. All right. Do not get scammed, you guys. I believe there's more people coming around with certain things. Yeah, little do you know, you're causing the tower moments in your life. All right, stop causing yourself tower moments. All right, stop causing yourself tower moments. You're causing yourself tower moments because of your mentality or the things you think about or obsess about or have anxiety over. You cause yourself tower moments because of the dwelling of energy that you're still in from being cheated on or from your parent dying or like whatever the case may be. But in reality, you're able to find so much bliss. You're able to find so much fulfillment in today's time. You're able to be happy, but I feel like there's just something that you need to become awoken to, or you're coming into this energy of becoming awoken to certain things to where you can become happier. So just apply it to how it fits for you. Some of you guys are already on this path of, coming into better, and others of you guys, you're maneuvering. You're still in the funk a little bit, but you're getting out. All right, but regardless, passion, leadership, intuition. Okay, from here on out, be passionate and go for your passions. Take things into your own hand. Be the leader that you didn't have. All right? Trust in your intuition. Allow your intuition to guide you. That's going to save you from these tower moments. Or just let your heart guide you as well. Sometimes your heart may lead you towards chaos and destruction, etc. So that's why it's important to balance it out. Balance, trust in your intuition, okay? Within anything. Within your investments, within your jobs, your finance. Okay? All right. I'll see you guys next time. Take care.